Hi everyone. This is Jame-Son, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the part 2 of my video entitled Forces. This time, I will show you the forces acting on object at rest, and forces acting on object in motion. Forces can be applied to objects in different directions at the same time. It is important to identify all the forces acting on the object, which cause change in the motion. In the succeeding activities, you are going to identify forces present in objects at rest. A figure shows a ball lying on a table. Is the ball at rest or in motion? Yes, it is at rest. Show the forces acting on the ball. Use dot as the origin of the forces and the arrows indicate the forces acting on the ball. The ball lying on the table possesses normal force represented by F sub n, and gravitational force represented by F sub g. The table exerted a force towards the ball, which is the normal force, and the ball exerted a force towards the table, which is the gravitational force. Since the ball is at rest, the forces acting on it are balanced forces. Another situation where balanced forces can observe is playing a tug of war. After observing this situation, you will be able to examine the situation when the forces are balanced, and explain the effect of balanced forces on the state of motion of an object. Each team exerted the same amount of forces 350 Newton, exerted by Team A are represented by F sub A. And 350 Newton exerted by Team B represented by F sub B. Question number 1. If two groups in the game are exerting equal and opposite forces on the rope, will the rope move? Answer. Based in our observation, the rope did not move. Question number 2. In the same condition, what happens to the net force acting on the rope? Answer. The net force equates to 0. Question number 3. What are the forces present on the rope? Answer. Tension force and applied force. If we calculate the forces acting in two teams, the blue team and red team, we can use this formula. Net force is equal to F sub A plus F sub B. Then substitute the given value. Net force is equal to 350 Newton plus negative 350 Newton. Then net force is equal to 0 N or Newton. On this problem we used positive sign for Team A and negative sign for Team B, because the magnitude exerted by each team are in opposite directions. Always remember, if the net force equates to 0, the forces acting on the object is balanced. And if it is non-zero, the forces acting on it are unbalanced. Therefore, the forces acting on the ground are balanced forces. If you place a ball on the floor, then push it gently to one side, observe the motion of the ball as it rolls down the floor. Again, observe the motion of the ball as it rolls down the floor and examine the forces acting on the ball. Question number 1. What makes the ball stop rolling after some time? Answer. Friction force. Question number 2. What are the forces that act on the ball? Answer. Normal force, force of gravity and friction force. This time, we will examine the situations when the forces are unbalanced, and explain the effect of unbalanced forces on the state of motion of an object. Question number 1. If two groups in the game are exerting unequal and opposite forces on the ground, will the rope move? Answer. Based in our observation, the rope moves. Question number 2. Will the net force be equal to 0? Answer: no, the net force is not equal to 0. Since the forces acting on it are unbalanced forces. Question number 3. To what direction does the rope move? Answer: the rope moves at Team Red. Since Team Red exerts higher magnitude than Team Blue. In order to know the net force acting in two teams, Team A and Team B, let us use this formula. Net force is equal to F sub B minus F sub A. Then, net force is equal to 100 Newton minus 50 Newton. Finally, net force is equal to 50 Newton. On this problem we subtracted 50 Newton to 100 Newton. Since Team A pulled or moved to Team B, meaning Team B exerts greater force than Team A. This time, examine the forces acting on the fruit. Are the forces acting on the fruit unbalanced? Answer: no. What force can cause the fruit to fall? Answer: gravitational force. For summary, any push or pull is called forces. Magnitude refers to the size or strength of the force, while direction is the points to where the object goes. The direction of the arrowhead indicates the direction of the force. The length of the arrow represents the amount of force. There are two types of forces, namely balanced and unbalanced forces. Applied, friction, normal and tensional forces are examples of contact forces. Gravitational and magnetic forces are examples of non-contact forces. Balanced forces are forces that are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Unbalanced forces are forces that cause a change in the motion of an object. The sum of all forces acting in an object is called net force. If the forces in an object are balanced, the net force is 0. If the forces in an object are unbalanced, the net force is non-zero. We are done in the part 2 of our video, which emphasizes the forces acting on the object at rest and forces acting on the object in motion. If you like this video, do not forget to click like and subscribe. Thank you.